Hey guys and girls, I've got a trainer who coaches me a few times a week at Gym Box Victoria, and he shows me some crazy stuff. So we're just going to talk about training, a few ideas, and a different angle of doing stuff. So Beau, what do you like to do for training? Let them know.
I say, all right, well, to explain what I do or what I do with Adam, it's a calisthenics-based training system, essentially, using your own body weight to build strength, to build muscle, for any of your goals really, and really just trying to put mobility at the center of that, making sure you've got good ranges of motion and you're able to be active in all your ranges. It means you can do more, basically.
So since I've been training with him, I've done a lot less weight training. I do it once every 2 weeks, but I found that you don't really need to build muscle or get muscle to do as in by using weight training. So you can get a lot of strength, a lot of flexibility and strength from gymnastics, handstands, pull-ups. I got
different kind of
battered
strength as
doing
well, yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Learn to control your body and you will be strong, definitely.
Yeah, so just different angle, do different things, don't get stuck in a rut. And the thing is, I've learned that mobility is a combination of strength and flexibility. So there's a lot of bodybuilders in your gym.
Yeah.
And
they're hurting.
we kind of
They're in pain. I think years of having that kind of same movement, same motion, and not really focusing on mobility. It doesn't matter how active you are. If you're not going into your full ranges, if you're not using them, your body's going to hide them away from you. You're just going to gradually get into a smaller and smaller area in which you can work. So it's really important to have that as a central, part of your training, basically.
So yeah, what I found with training with Beau is different movements. Different movements give you different ranges, different possibilities. You feel different. You open up the way that you think and feel, which is really amazing as well. And I found that gives you a lot more possibilities that you wouldn't even imagine, like being able to move limbs and hips and arms and legs in so many different ways that you just haven't done before. That's helped me in the way I walk down the street to punching the punch bag. This is all true stuff. Yeah. Being able to use my hips and shoulders, even though you take the piss out of my hip movement. It's really improved my punch bag strength. I'm starting to do boxing again because of that. And I found people like George St. Pierre, a lot of MMA and UFC fighters, they believed in a lot of mobility and gymnastics. So yeah, if you got any.
Yeah, I think it's important from an athletic point of view, but I think also just for your average person, your normal day-to-day person, is you often fit in an exercise habit around life. And I think sometimes it's a little bit hard to say, right, I'm going to go into a gym and I'm going to do this set of that and this, and it just doesn't really kind of add up to kind of looking after yourself. Whereas this, we're looking at what can your body not do well, and we attack that. We go and close all the holes. We make sure your range is as big as it can be, and hopefully in that you're learning about your body. You're paying more attention to actually what's going on rather than just a reps and sets thing. You're actually looking at what is my body doing today, and you learn to respond to it. And I think it's a much easier way to have a long-term strategy in terms of you just look after yourself essentially, really.
That's a great point. For me, I notice with clients, what I love to do is I like to look at what they're already strong at, work at that, that's fine. Also like to look at what's the imbalance and what they're weak at, and what can I help them with range and strength, so that they get more of a long-term strategy that helps them to improve beyond what they even thought that they could do.
And that's really important. I think it's that we talked about progress the other day.
Absolutely.
It's really important to see that progression, and I think you can link it to how much weight you can lift. But I think no matter who trains with me, the thing that always surprises them the most is how much better they're able to move. They might just be using it in a day-to-day task, but just having those ranges back rather than saying, oh, I used to be able to do that, it's like you can actually do that and more, so.
I used to be ripped, and now I'm ripped again. And you know what? I agree with Beau. I don't want to hear people saying, oh, I used to be able to run a mile, I used to be able to do this or that. You know what? At any age that you're at, you can regain your fitness, your health, your strength. You can get mobile again, which will help you to do that. So no more excuses. Use your energy, get high, start pumping up, you know. And I don't mean that in terms of barbell curls. I mean that in what
Get to know your body.
knowing your body. Yeah, exactly.
Get to know your body. Important.
Yeah. Get lots of range. For me, I've enjoyed a lot of like fitness, energy, like skipping and running as well. And I've enjoyed like expanding my mobility. So I'm already very flexible from karate, but then I found that gymnastics helped me a lot with shoulder mobility and shoulder strength and shoulder balance and hand balancing. That's like,
I think there's a lot of things. I mean, like handstanding is a big thing for obviously gymnastics and movement, hand balancing. And like you come to realise that a lot of the things that we do don't really ever hit any of the other senses. So if you turn yourself upside down and you've got all of a sudden, you know, control your body in different ways to align, to balance, there's nothing really like that in a gym that's going to give you that kind of proprioceptive, you know, challenge that you're going to have to learn body awareness. So, you know, not only are you getting strong from a muscular point of view, we're actually, you know, creating new pathways, learning to control your body, and they say you're becoming a better all-around athlete. Again, it means you could do more, you know.
Yeah, I found when I was going into handstands for the first times and properly engaging, I mean, you can flop against the wall, or you can engage your core and your glutes. And you got to imagine that you're now upside down. You're not in a squat position. You're upside down, and everything's in reverse. And it's really hard to think like that. And what's happening is your rib cage is upside down, your core's upside down, your breathing, your diaphragm, that all like changes, it deepens. And what I mentioned earlier in another video was that the only ever time I felt like my nervous system stimulated like that was doing Olympic lifting, doing the snatch. Now this is the reverse. And I've started to feel like the nervous system, the adrenal system, fast twitch fibers really fire up being upside down doing handstands.
That's important. Yeah, I think it you know, it's just a very particular challenge, and you know that type of work will help with a lot of other things. I think, you know, just knowing where your feet are, knowing how to move your hips, how to control things, and you know, although it seems like something fancy or just like a cool trick, which I think is what a lot of people think of it. Actually, you know, in that you've got your shoulder mobility, your motor control, strength and stamina. That you've got a lot of that in your shoulders. I mean, there are movements that are literally. You got that now. It's all of this. That's it. Practice.
That's it. My energy's gone up already. So.
But yeah, you got a lot of other things that come in, and yeah, what you end up with at the end is a pretty cool party trick. But you know, in between, you've sorted out a number of things, and then say hopefully you're moving better and you're feeling better, which you know just goes to increase your excitement to move. I think that's really central to what I do. Is that, you know, I think that, you know, often becomes a burden to move and uncomfortable for people to move, and you know, we want people to have that kind of consistent practice. Any adaptation you're going to get in the gym is going to come from consistency. So let's not make it, you know, painful to move. Let's make it nice and easy and enjoyable even to move and to find those new ranges. And I think that will really push your enthusiasm, you know, and really help you to have that good, like, everyday exercise habit. You know, I think we warm up for a while. Right. And it really does feel like you're taking care of yourself, you know. Yeah,
the other thing that's great is like all that shoulder mobility, chest mobility. A lot of people are working in the office a lot of the time, and they're tight in the chest. And to me, like, I've done a lot of work on like the way that we think and feel, and a lot of this chest tightness, it's like constriction of our emotions and anxiety and stress. You know, I don't want to sound too woo-woo, but it's true, right? And so any of this shoulder mobility and chest mobility is not only going to get you stronger and mobile, you're going to feel good because you're releasing a lot of like negativity, energy, tension that you're holding there. It's going to improve your posture. That improves the way that you believe in yourself and your confidence. It's a fact. Go to a Tony Robbins seminar. The better your physiology, your sternum, your posture, the better your mood's going to be. So you're looking at strength, mobility, good mood, feel-good factor, so many different strength benefits that it's awesome, not just in the physique, but also in the mind and the emotional well-being.
I think it's a really big thing. I think, like, you know, what I hear from my clients all the time, and the things that I always like to hear is that they feel when they walk around that they're feeling their body. All of a sudden their body's active. I just had a client say something. All of a sudden my core is active. I'm feeling it when I'm walking around. And just the body has I guess it's a great trick, but a trick of hiding a lot of stuff from us by adding pain. So if it's painful, we don't go there. So I say our world just gets a lot smaller. So when you really activate that and you start to feel that in your everyday life, it could be getting up off the floor. It could be walking down the street. We've spoken about this a lot. Just like moving the shoulders, the head, getting through crowds and all that. And it's just that it's a joy to be able to walk around and really actually feel your body and feel that it's active. And you mentioned about this mind-body connection. I think it's a huge thing. You hear it all the time. Go and train. You'll build your confidence and all that. And it's really important that we don't forget that the mental and the physical, in terms of human beings, they're not separate things. They are very much one and the same. And if you take care of that physical side, don't just take care of how well you eat and how much you sleep. It's very easy to forget those things. What I would say is you also got to make sure that you take care of the actual physical stuff. Your body needs that every day. It needs to be stretched. It needs to be moved.
Like a cat, like a dog. Yeah, you got those furry little creatures that you have as pets. They do that little stretch every day.
They know how to do it. They don't get taught it.
They do yoga without being asked. It's just like I am a cat. I'm a dog, and they just do that. The thing is, it's like you're stimulating your brain, you're stimulating your heart. Fitness is going to get your heart feeling good. Lots of blood flow. Stimulate your brain, which is going to get you thinking. And I found that the more I got mobile in different muscles, I kind of start to believe that like each muscle has a different intelligence to it. It's got a way of moving. Like especially with the shoulders, you can move it in so many different ranges. Circular, up, down, behind, everywhere. I feel like freaking a spider, So
I say, we've been training for a while now, and I think seeing the fact that you're I've been training for a while now, and and what I like to see is that you're not only taking what I'm showing you, is you're actually going, well, I can take it a little bit further. You're starting to interpret it in your own way, and like I said to you, everybody has their own way of moving. We're built differently, we have different strengths and weaknesses, so we all have to try and find our own way of moving and to try and expand upon that. So you're improvising, you're taking it a bit further.
And I think this is amazing lesson for everyone. I mean, I've even changed my training for clients through stuff that we've done, because when you work out different mobilities, different ranges, and how to move into different positions, it gets you going on a physical pathway and journey that's like your journey, your way of doing things. You personalize it, you tweak it, you get together with your coach, you do some more training, and then you keep finding what your style is, because everyone's got a different style. So it's great to train a certain way with your coach, but then you got your own stuff. And I love that, because it gives the client that empowerment, that different range, journey, and a way to better themselves all the time. And I think that you want to better yourself all the time. You want to expand your horizons, be the king daddy.
It's about this.
That's it. That's right. You gotta do that. It's expensive, man. Yeah. All right, guys and girls. Is there anything else?
No, man. I'm cool.
Cool, man.
Yeah, it's good. Yes.
All right, guys and girls. I'm sure you enjoyed looking at us two dashing men talking. And peace up.
Yeah, man. Peace.